Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another HABS Daily News with the hockey coach, Coach Frenchy. Today, episode number 362. What a minute, coach. First of all, yes, we have the HABS news for you today. And we have the top 10 HABS prospect. And finally, we are back with another HABS mock trade proposal. But before we start again, we invite you, please don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live show, and please leave us a comment about this episode. And let's dive in talking about my first subject of the day. My first news of the day is about Juraj Slavkovsky. Slavkovsky did an interview from Slovakia the last couple of days to talk about his situation for the upcoming season. One thing he said, he needs to report to be in Montreal August 1st. Ken Hughes mentioned this to him a couple of weeks ago. During that time, Slavkovsky did a lot of things during the summer. He's skating. Now, the second thing he did, he dropped a couple of weight, and now he's ready to come back to start his second year with the Montreal Canadiens. We know Slavkovsky, first of all, in 39 games last year, 6 goals, 4 assists for 10 points. Obviously, for him, he got an injury against the New York Rangers when he collided with Jacob Trouba last year. That's the reason he played only 39 games with the Montreal Canadiens. He looked like he's not going to returning to stay with the Billet family he did last season. He's really enthusiastic. He's really excited to be with Philippe Mesar. What are you talking about? But we know, first of all, Mesar played last year with the Kitchener Rangers and OHL. He did 51 points in 52 games. Obviously, for him, his second half of the season did not do very well. He has only 4 points in 9 games. On the good side, he did very well during the World Junior Championship with a 6 points in 5 games. Now we expect Mesar to start the season with the Laval Rocket and look like Slavkovsky is going to be with the Montreal Canadiens. So what you want to tell us, coach? Yes, they're going to be very close each other, and it looked like they decide to stay together. Good thing, bad things. I think for me, this is really good for Mesar. Be with someone he's already know, to be with his best friend. I think for Mesar is going to be really good for him for the upcoming season. But this is what we got for you guys on this episode. Let's move on for my second subject of the day. My second subject of the day is about my top 10 HABS prospect. After the camp a couple of weeks ago, I decided to give you my top 10 prospect. First of all, my number 10, guys, is Vincent Rover. He was drafted by the Montreal Canadiens, 75 overall pick in 2022. He's going to play next year in the Swiss Hockey League with the team Zurich Lions. This will be interesting to see him after 2 seasons with the Ottawa 67. This is a great step for him to play against men. My number 9 guy is William Trudeau, another pick for the Montreal Canadiens in 2022. Play a solid season with the Laval Rocket. After he missed a couple of games at the beginning of the season, healthy scratch, he picked it up a couple of games after some injuries like Norlander, a fair brother, and since that, Jean-François Hull have a choice to keep him in the lineup because Trudeau is got better and better until to the end of the season. This is a wild card, I believe, for the Montreal Canadiens about William Trudeau. My number 8, guys, is Sean Farrell, draft in 2020 for the Montreal Canadiens, 124 overall pick. Have an amazing, great year with the Advert University with a total of 53 points and 34 games. Farrell, guys, show a lot of great things since he got dropped on the Montreal Canadiens. First of all, have an amazing, great career in USHL with the Chicago Steel. But at 5'9" and only 170 pounds, is it possible for him with the Montreal Canadiens and stay in NHL? My number 7, guys, I have to go with Joshua Roy. Roy, we know, play extremely great with the Sherbrooke Phoenix for the last 2 seasons, winner of the Team Canada gold medal in the last 2 World Junior Championship, and we know he's always performing very well, and he got 2 seasons back-to-back with over 100 points in the QM. Drafted by the Montreal Canadiens in 2021, 150 overall pick. We'll be interested now what he's going to do for his first full year as a hockey player professional. My number 6, guys, I have to go to defenseman Adam Engstrom. Many of you did not really know who is really Engstrom. Drop on the Montreal Canadiens, 92 overall pick in 2022. An amazing great year, Sweden Hockey League. And then he really proved at the last hockey camp for the Montreal Canadiens what he looked like. He really impressed a lot of people during the last camp of the Montreal Canadiens, the way he carried on the puck and the way he can skate. And that's the reason I believe Engstrom, like to do, is another wild card for the Montreal Canadiens. My number 5 guy is Owen Beck. Draft for the Montreal Canadiens, 33 overall pick last year, first of the second round of the day number 2 on 2022 NHL draft. Beck have a great year last year in OHL with the Peterborough Petes after he got traded during the holidays. And then he played a couple of games with the World Junior Championship with the Team Canada. I expect him to be a part of the Team Canada 2024, by the way. Now, it'll be interesting now what's the next step for him. Can he return in OHL, or can the Montreal Canadiens loan him to a specific team, an European, to maybe give him a better opportunity to play against the men's for the upcoming season? My number 4, guys, is Logan Mailloux. Here we go. Now, the last 4 pick are really interesting because I feel like Mailloux, in my opinion, dropped on the Montreal Canadiens in 2021 by Marc Bergevin at 31st overall pick. We know he was really questionable about his pick. Mailloux had an amazing great year last year in OHL with London Knights, scored 33 goals during the season. He really dominated the OHL as a defenseman, and he continues this way with the last camp with the Montreal Canadiens. I believe he was the best defense, but still not sure for me if he's going to be the best defenseman for the Montreal Canadiens. My number 3 guys is Lane Hudson. I call him the unicorn. They have no player like Hudson. The way he's shifty, the way he's skating with the puck position, the way he have a great vision, the way he can contribute on offensive side, great power play quarterback, unbelievably skilled as a hockey player. The biggest problem for me is going to be his weight. At only 155, he needs to increase 20-25 pounds of his shape to be sure he can play in NHL. And that's only thing is my little red flag. The reason why I put him only 3rd on my selection, top 10 ad prospect. My number 2 guy is Emil Heineman. He's only 21 years old, guys. He's going to turn 22 this year. He was impressive when he came back for finish the season with the Laval Rocket. 7 goals in 11 games. We know he have an excellent camp last October until he got hurt. And I feel maybe Heineman could start with the Montreal Canadiens. It's still a job for the upcoming season. And finally, my number 1, guys. Yes, he was dropped on the Montreal Canadiens in 2023, 5th overall pick. And I have to go, guys, with David Reinbacher. If you watch him for the last 12 months and everything he accomplished so far, for me, he is the most talented, skilled player for the Montreal Canadiens. Of course, the time guy will tell us exactly who is going to become better for the Montreal as a prospect. But right now, for me, he is on my number 1 top 10 ad prospect. Listen, guys, this ranking is going to change for sure. And leave me a comment below this video. And let's move on now, guys, for my last subject of the day. My last subject of the day, guys, about the Montreal Canadiens AB mock trade proposal. What do you have, Coach? Yesterday, we talked about the Flame and the Montreal Canadiens about the goaltender Daniel Ladar. So I'll go a little bit more deeper today, guys, because I want to talk about the goaltender Dawson Wolf. First of all, maybe some of you did not know who is Dawson Wolf. Drafted by the Calgary Flame, 214 overall pick in 2019, now turned 22 years old. Everywhere he played in the last 4 seasons, WHL, AHL, his lowest save percentage is .924. Unbelievable. Is usually over 930 save percentage, guys, every year with Stockton and the American Hockey League or with the Everett Silver Tips. Everywhere he goes, he win game and he save the puck. The red flag for him, guys, is only 6 foot and 175 pounds. Some goaltender did it in NHL. One of them is, of course, we know, is the goaltender of the Nashville Predator, Zaros. He is one of the top best prospect goaltender in NHL for what I know. Now, guys, I make a trade between the Calgary Flame and the Montreal Canadiens. First of all, the Flame get for the Montreal Canadiens Sean Farrell, the first round pick 2024, and then I gave them the fourth round pick 2025 from the Montreal Canadiens. In return, Montreal get the goaltender Dawson Wolf and the third round pick 2024 from the Calgary Flames. I don't know what you think about that deal. First of all, what do you think about the Montreal tried to get Dawson Wolf? Secondly, do you think this is good enough or it's not good enough for the Flame or the Montreal Canadiens to make that deal? And finally, tell me if this is a good deal for both teams. And that's conclude, guys, all the subject we have on this episode. I know a little bit longer, guys, for this episode, but we have three subjects. Did not happen a lot for the last couple of weeks. But before we leave, we want to thank each one of you to watching this video. Please don't forget the Ab Nation new YouTube channel we create is going to be live next week. And finally, every Sunday night and Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, we invite you to join us, the Ab Nation live streaming show with the hockey coach Guru. A couple of guests join me live. And of course, we want one more thing to remind you. Please smash the likes, please. Click on the likes and please leave me a comments about this video. And of course, we want to remind you, you have greatness inside of you and we wish you an amazing, great, blessing day, everybody.